in 3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome to the Galleywood Club Draw Online. That is right, we are doing it a little bit different. It has been a crazy couple of years, but we are live at the Warrnambool Racing Club as we speak tonight, and always a wonderful night. And it's great to thank those sensational sponsors, because you don't have clubs and racing clubs like the Warrnambool Racing Club without fantastic sponsors. And here at the Warrnambool Racing Club, we have got some awesome sponsors, that is for sure. Massive thing to get through tonight. We're going to have plenty of guests. The committee of the Warrnambool Racing Club are here. We're going to speak to Tommy O'Connor shortly. Nick Rule, the CEO, of course. The chairman, I should say, of the Warrnambool Racing Club. Tommy O'Connor's the CEO. Plenty to get through and plenty to talk to tonight, that is for sure. And the major prize, they get the naming rights to the Galleywood Hurdle in 2022. That is unbelievable. What a feature race that is. So the way the draw is going to work tonight, of course, the top 4 have already been drawn out. So for people that were here last year, Rick McIntosh, he's done a call with the final 4. Okay, so that, so if you're sitting at home and you're playing tonight and you're thinking, wow, where are we? If your name doesn't get read out and you're in that final 4, look out, because you've got some sensational prizes coming your way and some really great sponsorship and marketing opportunities, that is for sure. Let's get the main man up, of course. He is the CEO of the Warrnambool Racing Club, Tommy O'Connor, to come and say a few words. We might get a bit of crowd atmosphere and a little bit of interaction here for Tommy. Tommy, there's a microphone for you. We are social distancing, of course, because it's been crazy old times, hasn't it, mate? And the 2021 season's virtually been knocked out, but how lucky were we to get the May Racing Carnival in the 3 days?
Oh, amazing. Amazing achievement by the club and everyone involved, including obviously all the support that we got from our sponsors. It was just so fantastic that we were able to reward everybody by allowing them to come back on course. We've spent a lot of time in almost like a bit of a negative headspace, telling people they can't do certain things, and just the smiles on everybody's faces when they came through the gates on day 1 of the carnival was an amazing feeling.
When you look back now, it was only 3 weeks after we kind of went into another lockdown. We were just so lucky even to be socially mingling and getting out to the pubs and the venues and just enjoying, what felt like just a normal May race week. And I think everyone was just so amped about it, weren't they? Oh,
it was huge. And I'm still claiming and still will continue to claim that it's certainly racing's biggest event of the year. It's probably the biggest COVID-safe event in Warrnambool, definitely, and definitely from a racing point of view at the moment. Unless they can get something off in the spring carnival, I think we'll hold that mantle for 2021.
Now, listen, a little birdie told me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got a race meeting out here on Thursday. Tommy, what's the update? Is there any chance we're going to become one of those COVID venues and we might be able to get, maybe 300 or 400 people here on Thursday?
Yeah, look, it's a real chance. It's not confirmed just yet, but look, it is looking very likely that we'll be able to be one of the venues that is trialling the double vaccination events, the only one in racing. We've been given that option at the moment. We're just working through with the government what that looks like, and hopefully on probably first thing Monday, we might be able to communicate to our members and sponsors that a select group will be allowed to come along, providing they're double vaccinated. That's going to be the key now. Again, we'll continue with telling everybody what they need to do to come to events. But look, we're just looking forward to getting some form of crowd here if we can, and we'll do everything we can to make that happen.
How exciting is that? It just seems like it's been so long. So that's the key. Get the jab, get double vax. It's the only way we're going to go back to a bit of normality. It's Caulfield Guineas Day tomorrow. I normally get down there, and I absolutely love that day, but unfortunately we can't at the moment. But this is a start. Then Jericho's obviously just around the corner, Tommy. Wouldn't it be good to get that trial, and then hopefully we might be able to get to a couple of thousand or something come Jericho?
That's the key. Obviously, these events are going to happen in the next 10 to 12 days, and the government will monitor how their systems work, and I think things will certainly open up after the 5th of November.
Now, listen, a few new staff members when I walked in here. We've got Lukey Aggett, who's he's jumped on board in the sponsorship and the marketing. Mate, tell us a little bit about Lukey.
Yeah, Luke's come from us from a punting background, certainly in the digital space.
He's my kind of bloke if he's a punter, mate. That's what we like to hear.
He knows the industry well and comes with some great marketing and sponsorship skills for the club. Local fella, really looking forward to, getting him heavily involved. He's already having an impact on the team with this type of setup today in a short space, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And, 50 sponsors involved in this Galleywood club, which I think is fantastic. Now, tell us about Sophie Bullivant, of course, another new staff member down here, Tommy. Tell us a little bit about Soph.
Yeah, Sophie's again returned from Melbourne in the communications space. Worked for Porsche in Melbourne for a period. I'm not sure why she wanted to leave there, but
is she driving a Porsche?
Yeah. We're certainly very happy to have her on board. Again, local families, both Luke and Sophie. They're been away, experienced the bigger cities, and looking to make Warrnambool their home. And what better place to work than at the Warrnambool Racing Club?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a fantastic club, and this is just an amazing venue. Haven't got to utilise it fully at the moment, but I know Kate Lindsay's been doing a power of work behind the scenes, and I've got a feeling the next couple of years is going to be massive for this Matilda Room, because it is a wonderful facility, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and we're again, as you say, we've had a few false starts. We've had a little bit of an idea of what we can do here, but we just can't wait for that day where we're not restricted and people can just flow in and out as they please.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tommy, great to talk to you as always. Looks like we've got the Wimbledon Cup here. That's what it feels like. That is unbelievable. What trophy is this? It's got the jumps jockeys on it.
Yeah, I think it's the annual. Annual jumps Jockey of the Year award.
It is magnificent. It's like a Wimbledon trophy, I'm going to show you. Hey, Tommy, good stuff, mate. You go and enjoy. We've got the finger food. And just on that, we must give a shout-out to the brand new catering here at the Warrnambool Racing Club, Phoenix. Now, they've sent out some little gift packs tonight too, which I think some hampers for all the sponsors. So they're sitting at home watching. That's pretty exciting in itself, isn't it?
Oh, look, it's a little bit of a taste for the partners out there to get a bit of an understanding of what they can expect when they come on course in the near future. And we're really pleased to have Mark and his team on board. They're doing some great things with their little cafe in town, and great opportunity to work with someone local who's really keen to grow their business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they look magnificent, and Johnny Hudson, there's not much left for everyone else over there at the moment. He's chewing at the fingers. Him and Frankie McCarthy and Lynchy and the boys, they're absolutely fighting for that food from Phoenix. Tommy, you go back over there and see if you can get some off Hutto, because I don't like your chances, to be honest. But listen, we're going to get, well done to Tommy. Great to talk to him, mate. It's been difficult old times. We're going to get Nick Rule now, of course, the chairman of the Warrnambool Racing Club, to come up and have a bit of a chat to me now. And really looking forward to talking to Nick, because, of course, he's a member of the AJRA. Some massive news happening in the last couple of days, or the last week or so, in regards to jumps racing in South Australia. Come on, Ruley, over you come, mate. Come and have a chat to me here. And I'm really keen to see and get your thoughts on a few things, mate. This is something a little bit different, Nick, but it's the world we're living in at the moment, isn't it?
Well, it is what it is, eh? But as Tom said, we're just always so grateful for our sponsors. I mean, I think this racing club should be thankful for many, many things, but one of it's this membership, and the other is the great loyalty our sponsors show us. So year in, year out, they're always here, and unfortunately we've had some pretty good nights over the years down in the old public dining room, and yeah, it's a shame that everybody can't get here, but anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, hopefully we're kind of pushing through it, which is good. Now listen, I want to talk to you. I want to get to the crux. Some disappointing news, wasn't it, racing South Australia last week, just virtually kicking jumps racing to the curb, Nick. Disappointing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was disappointing. I suppose it wasn't unexpected, but it was disappointing that there was no conversation. Certainly with the AJRA, that was disappointing. But Oakbank have, it's been a difficult thing for Oakbank to get through, but they've probably been part of the problem.
Yeah. And look, like their loss, I reckon, is Victoria's gain. And I really reckon a race club like Warrnambool and the surrounds, like Caston, Coleraine, Terang, Hamilton, they're going to be the beneficiaries of this, because I know there's already been some talks of a possible Good Friday jump standalone meeting which I think would be enormous. Nick, from a racing club point of view here, how exciting would that be?
It would be, but I think we've got to just take our time and catch our breath. And, it's still all around numbers, So, what we've got to do is just properly program everything through to May. And the season's kind of 2 grand finals a bit, and we've just got to get that front end of the season right and program the races right, because the numbers have still got to be strong. So we just can't whack on more races. And so I'm trying to tone it down a bit, Matty. How's that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Put a little bit of stopper on it, mate. Hey, listen, no, you don't have a racing club without a wonderful committee. You've got a sensational committee. And on a sad note, we kind of see one's retiring. This is virtually the final kind of shebang, and I'm talking about Peter Lynch. What a legend Lynch he has been.
Yeah, absolutely. Peter's been a wonderful supporter of the club, and particularly strong around members' requirements, and he's always looking around at things that can be improved, and he's made a wonderful contribution to the club.
Yeah, absolutely, and you've got a wonderful committee. It's an ever-changing committee, isn't it? It's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I say, I'm not going to point the finger at Oakbank, but you've got to keep your club improving.
Yep.
You've got to keep progressing, and if we don't do that, if you take your eye off the ball, it's like anything you do, and all of a sudden you've got a problem. So
absolutely,
we'll keep whacking away.
Now you'd be looking forward to Jericho Cup too, mate. Not too far away.
Cannot wait. If we can get a crowd, it'll be fantastic. And so good for Bill Gibbons. If anybody deserves a crowd at Jericho Cup Day, it's Bill Gibbons. He's had that first year was a wonderful year. The second year was a cold, wet day. The third year was COVID. So if nothing else, for no one else other than Bill, if we can have a wonderful day here with a bit of sun and a big crowd, it'd be wonderful for him.
Yeah. I think it was one of the most watched Sundays on racing.com, the last year's Jericho. So, it's certainly an event I think that people have really fallen in love with, haven't they?
Yeah, it's really special. It's growing because it transcends racing. It goes beyond the day at the races, and I think that's what people. It really shows that people want that sometimes. A little bit more than that. So. It's really resonated with people, so it's good.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, you get over there and see if you can hustle and bustle Hutto out of the food area, mate. He's just absolutely smashing himself over there, the big fella, isn't he? He's COVID has done him an absolute world of treat. The great Johnny Hudson, that is for sure. Hey, listen, mate, I'm going to get you back up at some stage because you are going to come up and draw, but I'm going to get Lynchy. Come on, Lynchy. We're just talking about you, Peter Lynch, of course. Who finishes up after a long, long time. How many years, Nick?
21.
21 years,
yeah.
Which is absolutely magnificent. So you come over and kick the draw off for us, Lynchy. We might get, Nick, you hand over the microphone. And 21 years on the Racing Club Committee. That's a fair achievement, mate.
It is, and I'd certainly like to acknowledge John Rule, who encouraged me to join the committee 21 years ago. I'm very proud that I've been part of the Warrnambool Racing Club as a member for 49 years.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What's your favourite memory, Lynchy?
Oh, the thing that sticks out in my mind, no doubt about that, is 209 under the guidance of Marg Lucas when we saved jumps racing.
Yeah.
Because jumps, if we hadn't have saved it, we'd be back to one day.
Yep.
And but now you look at it now, and jumps racing is world's best practice.
Yep.
Safest anywhere in the world here in Australia, and it's gone from strength to strength. The prize money is sensational, and we're so lucky to have it.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. And this is the heart and soul of jumps racing, make no mistake about it. And one lucky sponsor is going to be sponsoring the Galleywood Hurdle. You're all lucky, to be honest, because they're all wonderful race days here at the Bull. But gee whiz, it'd be good to put your name alongside that Galleywood Hurdle, that is for sure. So the 4 people, the 4 businesses have already been drawn out. So they're in a separate little envelope that Rick McIntosh has done a call for. Okay, and I'm just going to go through the first prize. Okay, so that is valued at $8,000. It's naming rights to the support race during the 2022 Warrnambool May Racing Carnival, of course. So associated media exposure, television, radio, print, all that kind of stuff that goes with it. Presenting trophies during the May Racing Carnival. You've got the advertisements in the book. There's plenty on offer, that is for sure. And it is magnificent. Second prize is valued at $5,000, and that is a support race on Lafferty Thackeray Jumps Day, which is a wonderful day as well. Third prize voted at 4,500 is the same. Another race on Lafferty Thackeray Jumps Day, which is just getting bigger and bigger each year. And fourth prize voted at $4,000 on Lafferty Thackeray Day as well. So we've got about 50 sponsors we're going to be going through tonight. And the way it's going to work is online. The ones that are online, there's some that aren't, but the girls here have got their details. They know what races they're after. They're going to key that in live as well. So when each business gets drawn out, it's virtually going to be a live draw. So something a little bit different, that is for sure. So Lynchy, I'm going to get you to start off proceedings, mate, and start drawing out for us. And hopefully you're sitting at home having a couple of frosts or a glass of wine or something on a Friday night. You've just finished work. And, well, the first business drawn out is Fabryweld Constructions. And, well, Fabryweld Constructions, which is Rossi, Aaron Ross, who unfortunately isn't online tonight. But Rossi, good on you, big fella. You have been drawn out, and the girls are just going to update our little list for us. And they are doing that as we speak. And, well, that is Thursday race meeting coming up. So, Rossi, you are going to hope that next Thursday we have got the 300 and you can come along and be part of the celebrations here next Thursday, which I reckon you're your own boss, mate. So I reckon you can get the day off if you have to, that is for sure. And Rossi's done a fair bit of work down here at the Warrnambool Racing Club too, in regards to stables and all that kind of stuff over the journey. So good on you, Rossi, and thank you for your support. Delve in again, Lynchy. You read them out for me too, mate. Okay. I'll find them on my list then.
Ponting Brothers.
Ponting Brothers, and they're not here, of course. Cat Ross and the crew and Big Wall, unfortunately not here, but the girls are tapping this one in as well. Safe's doing a wonderful job. It's a baptism of fire over there, and they have slotted Ponting Brothers. They are in next Thursday as well, so look out for the crew at Ponting Brothers. Ponting Brothers and Fabryweld here on the same day. I don't know about that, but they might have a bit of fun. Keep going, Lynchy.
Keep going.
Keep going. That is a magnificent trophy. It's the Alec Kelvin.
Lady Vanderberg.
Lady Vanderberg. Kat Kelson. Now, I reckon Kat's online. So, Kat, you go online and you make the decision now as to what race day you would like to be involved. Of course, Lady Vandenberg, they do it all down there. Cocktails, hamburgers, you name it, they do it. And it is a sensational feed down there. I reckon Frankie McCarthy likes getting down there for a little hamburger. The great man, when he's not on the bike riding around town, just keeping that fitness up. That is for sure. So we're just waiting for Kat Kelson, who's live, going to slot in her race, hopefully. And we'll just wait because I know that they're just trying to contact Kat now. Lynchy, what about your other love? We know it's the racing club. But your other love is the Richmond Football Club, but not the best season for us this year, mate. But you reckon we'll bounce back next year?
Absolutely. He'll be on fire and certainly the best player in the league.
There's no question.
No question about that.
There is no question
And I know that the club has been storing up their picks for the last number of years, as you know.
Yes.
And our selection this will be right on top of things. I expect us to be top 4 next year.
Yeah, love it. I love your optimism, mate. That is for sure. Righto, we are right to go. Now, Cat has taken Monday, the 14th of March next year. So, well, that'll be a wonderful day. Just coming off a long weekend for Lady Vandenberg, so it might be a way to get the staff out here and just have a bit of fun and a bit of frivolity early in the next year. Go again for me, Lynchy.
Umbers Electrical.
Umbers Electrical, which is Amanda Umbers, and I reckon Brad and the crew as well. Unfortunately, not online tonight, so thank you very much, guys, for all your electrical needs. Make sure you go and see the team at Umbers Electrical. And we're going to slot them in. I think they're going to go in next Thursday as well. So the ones that aren't here seem to be just kind of taking the closest meeting, which is nothing wrong with that at all. Lynchy, what do you got for us now, mate?
Frank McCarthy, trailer screens.
Oh, Frankie MacArthur, trailer screens. Now, Frankie's here. He is here. He's rushing. He is rushing. It's like the price is right for you, Frankie. Just wave for the crowd. Now, listen, mate, tell the girls behind you. You got to tell the girls behind you. And, of course, McCarthy Catering, not only magnificent in the catering business, but these screens are absolutely sensational. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Lynchy. I'm going to bid you farewell.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, and congratulations on 21 years here at the Warrnambool Racing Club, mate. Seriously,
Thanks,
it's
Matty.
a credit to you. You've been fantastic, so good on you. Well done. And Frankie, I'm going to get you to come over here and jump on the mic now, and you can tell me. You can tell me live what race day you're choosing, mate. What did you go with?
Thanks, Matty. There's so many available. We're still trying to work through the process, but we'll get one there.
It's
shortly.
not bad to get out early, to be honest, is it? Because you got your pick of your meetings.
It's a good gig.
I just mentioned McCarthy Catering, mate. You've been heavily involved. I know you're a fantastic supporter of the Hamden Football Netball League, but the Warrnambool Racing Club's another organisation you've been involved in for a long, long period of time, Frankie.
Yeah, it's close to my heart, this place, because as a child growing up at Fenton Street over the back of the hill there, we used to all come over here and fall out of the trees and have a lot of fun that you're unable to do now. But it's, and having been a jumps jockey here and won around here at Warrnambool, had that experience. It's, very close to my heart, this place, and I'm really rapt to see it going ahead in leaps and bounds and the progress we're making, even though COVID's been difficult. But we're coming out the other side, and next year will be a ripper.
Now, listen, you bounced down here like the price is right. You're keen and ready to go. The fitness levels are flying on yourself. The screens. Tell us about the screens, because we know you do the catering and stuff, the vans, the food vans, the chicken schnitzel rolls, you name it, you do it. Tell us about the screens, though, because if people want to get involved, they want to hire a screen, how do they do it?
Yeah, look, the screens have been a great business opportunity for me 13 years ago. I got involved and didn't even know how to turn them on, but I soon learnt, and they've been really good, and it's a point of difference with marketing and live concerts and anything you can put on a laptop. You can put on an LED outdoor screen, movies, movie nights, funerals. We do, bar mitzvahs, wakes, anything, baptisms, the whole works.
Love it. I love it, mate. No, you're a freak. Hey, listen, you're going to hang around because you're going to start drawing out. Now, listen, what meeting did we go for you?
Oh, we haven't decided. Just anyone, girls.
Anyone, girls. Anyone, girls. Yeah. What's the next one, mate?
Great supporters of the club. Middies, Data and Electrical.
Benny Small and the crew. So Middies, Data and Electrical, unfortunately not here tonight on the line as well, but they'll be enjoying their Phoenix little pack, which is just something a little bit different as well. So I'm tipping the girls, just Soph and the crew there, just working through. I think they're going to go next Thursday too for Middies, Data and Electrical. So they slot in for next Thursday. So they've all got the fingers crossed that we can get 300 people here at least next week. And make sure you're double vaxxed. It's as simple as that. So they'll be clamouring, or at least you have to get double vaxxed, or you won. You have one by the time Thursday comes around. Two Thursday, right? So two. We've clarified that. Dan Andrews, he changes his mind every second day, but two. You've got to get the two. Frankie, go again, mate.
Great supporter of the club, and good luck tomorrow too, Matty Williams. Matty Williams Racing, he's got one going around tomorrow.
He certainly has Harbour Views going
Harbour
around.
Views, yes. Very unlucky last start.
Got that horse going super, and he is. He's a great supporter and a great sponsor of the Warrnambool Racing Club, always has been. And he's a great man, Beatty. Got a great little setup out there, that is for sure. And, of course, his sister Larissa, who's here tonight, and she's going to come up here and join us shortly too. She's on the committee now at the Warrnambool Racing Club too. So, Beatty, you are slotted in for next Thursday as well, girls. Is that for... Oh, Friday. Friday the 5th of November for the Beetroot. So look out, no staff working that day, Beatty. You are going to just put it on for all those wonderful crew out there. They do a magnificent job. Who we got next, Frankie?
We've got the boys that are doing all the technical work behind the scenes here today, and they're doing a great job. Thanks, fellas, and it's Fitz Media.
Fitz Media and Big Pete. Come on, big fella. You're going to go over. Just step away from the camera for just a couple of minutes, mate. And go and pick out a race meeting, because make sure it's not a Wednesday, because we have footy recording on a Wednesday, you blokes, all right? So make sure it's on a Wednesday. And beautiful. So they're going to go Friday the 5th of November as well. Nice little Christmas party, I reckon, for the crew of Fitz Media. And they do a wonderful job with these live broadcasts, the Hammond League Live, all that kind of stuff. It's been sensational. Frankie, what have we got next, mate?
We've got the Allensford Junction Hotel.
Oh, Allensford
Yes,
Junction
that's
Hotel. And they are online, which is absolutely sensational. So Diana McLean, of course, Johnny and the crew, they'll be, they might be hopping into a couple of little bevos right now as we speak out there. And pubs have been doing it tough. All hospitality venues have. So make sure we support them, that is for sure, because they're great supporters of the Warrnambool Racing Club. And we are just waiting to see where they jump on. They'll be just looking to make a selection. And Frankie, you've gone the 14th of March there as a look up there, so that'll be just nice in the new year, mate. I love it. I love it. And just to recap too, the top 4 have already been drawn out. Rick McIntosh is going to do that with a call. And magnificent prizes. Right, let's go again, Frankie.
Yeah, we've got Rodney Roberts and Ocean Road Realty. Thanks,
Ocean,
Rodney.
yeah, he's a good man. He's not online tonight. He's big Runkle, but the big fella, he is a great supporter, loves his horse racing, and let's be honest, Frank, real estate's flying in town at the moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. They haven't got time to put the signs up.
It is amazing, that is for sure. So Ocean Road Realty are going in next Thursday as well. So next Thursday is chock-a-block now, so there is no more for next Thursday. We move into the 9th of December, which will be the next meeting here at the Bull. Frankie, let's go again, mate.
Got a very long-time supporter of the club and a great fella, Tim Boyle Panels.
Yeah, Timmy Boyle loves his horse racing, not online tonight as well. Loves being involved in the Warrnambool Racing Club, that is for sure. And for all your car needs, gets a scratch or a dent, you don't get much bigger and better than Timmy Boyle. So good on you, Timmy, and well done to you. And the girls are slotting you in to the preferred date, which is Thursday, the 28th of October. Okay, so lock that one away for Timmy Boyle and the crew at Boyle's Panels.
Another great long-term supporter of the club, Matty, and certainly a very, very well-established business in Warrnambool, and it's Jeff Swinton at Swinton's Furniture.
Jeff Swinton at Swinton's Furniture. Jesse Sutherland and the crew down there, they do a magnificent job, and they've been under siege too with the building boom and the Bull. Takes a while to get a couch, but Swinto and the crew down there will certainly look after you, that is for sure. Pull us another one out, Frankie, and I'm just waiting for the girls to update, actually. For Swinton. Swinton's a Friday the 25th of March. Okay, so Friday the 25th of March for Swinton, so lock that one in.
This company, they do a great job around the race course, keeping it spick and span. West Coast Will Clean.
West Coast Will Clean. Now, they are online. So Dion Blackmore, I know Dion, good man, does a wonderful job. All the little jobs that you don't like to do and you probably wouldn't even realise happen around the racing club. But well done to West Coast Will Clean. They're going to jump on. Frankie, I'm going to bid you farewell, mate.
Thanks,
done.
Matty.
Congratulations. Larissa Walther, where are you, Larissa? I'm going to get you to come up now and jump on the microphone and do a few more draws for us. It is all happening. And Ocean Road Realty have slotted into Friday the 5th of November. You can jump on. You can see this live. Just to see what spots are left. And there's still some wonderful spots left, that is for sure. So we've just had a couple of little changes going as we speak. Larissa, how are you? How are you going?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Now listen, tell us about how you've enjoyed being a committee person on the Warrnambool Racing Club.
Well, I have enjoyed it, but unfortunately I've been on for 2 years and we haven't had a lot of race meetings here, so...
You've been the Moz.
Oh, yep, so I think I might have been, so hopefully next year we get a little bit more of a run on course, so...
Now listen, do you get invited to the Matty Williams little race
I just outed next Friday, or Friday, was it Friday the 8th? Because I figured I'd get a spot on that table, so better ask for the day off work.
I love it, I love it. Well listen, delve in there,
Sure.
Let's keep these sponsors going, and it is wonderful to see, and
Yep.
go for it.
So we've got Pearson's Nursery.
Pearson's Nursery, of course, Johnny Clements and the crew, not online. They love their racing. To the crew out of Pearson's Nursery, that is for sure. And loves getting along here. Plenty of interest in racehorses too, has Johnny. He's got a nice little Cable Bay coming through, I believe. So good on you, Johnny. Great supporters, and the girls love coming along as well. So a wonderful nursery out at Allensford. You won't miss it. It is a sensational spot. And Johnny... he's going to slot in, or Pearson's Nursery are going to slot in there on next Thursday. They're taking the final spot there next Thursday.
Popular day next
It is
Thursday.
a popular day. I think everyone's keen to get out and amongst it, Larissa. That is for sure.
The next one we've got is Southwest Conveyancing.
Oh, Southwest Conveyancing, Tanya, Jasper and the crew, and Alistair, they do a wonderful job. They are probably, behind real estate agents, they'd nearly be the busiest people in town at the moment for all your conveyancing needs, and they do a wonderful job too. So make sure you get up and support Tanya and Alistair and the crew, because they get behind a lot of things, the Speedway, the girls' football, just to name a few. So great sponsors and supporters. So they are slotting into Thursday the 28th of October for Southwest Conveyancing.
Yep. The next one we've got is Lifetime Trophies.
Lifetime Trophies, who I'm tipping, would have made this special trophy, and it was remiss of me, but it's actually written on the side here. And this bloke was an absolute gentleman. Alec Calvert, of course, Memorial Trophy. Just a great supporter on the committee for a long period of time, and just a great man was Alec Calvert too. And what a trophy and what a way to honour a wonderful human being, that is for sure. And that is for the leading jumps jockey over the May Racing Carnival. So Lifetime Trophies, now they are not here. No, they're not here. So they have slotted in to Thursday the 28th of October as well. Go again, Larissa.
Chris Steele Designs.
Chrissy Steele Designs, of course. Steely will be on board. He'll be having a froth right now, the big fella, and he'll be fighting off the kids, I'm tipping, to get through that magnificent little pack from Phoenix. For all your house designs, does a great job, Steely. Plenty of houses popping up around town that have been designed by this man, and he loves his horse racing and loves his local community. So Steely, he is live on, and hopefully he's going to slot himself in there somewhere in the not too distant future. So we're just going to wait. We'll keep drawing, keep going. Yeah,
right.
Steely can slot in. He can do it live as we go. So well done, Steely.
Next we've got Warrnambool Sheet Metal.
Warrnambool Sheet Metal, great story. This one too, Hayden Kavnar, of course, Kev. Passed away. Kev was a legend, absolute great individual. And, well, Hayden's taken over the family business, mate, and tough old week because, of course, Tier 1 a couple of weeks ago. So make sure you get in support Hayden and the crew at Warrnambool Sheet Metal, because they need all the support they can get right now. And good on you, Cav. He's an absolute legend. He's online too, Cav, so he'll be having a look. So him and Narelle and the crew. So good on you, mate, and hope he's going good, that is for sure. Let's go again, mate.
Go again. Wilson's Real Estate.
Wilson's Real Estate, Big Lucas, what a man, Big Willow, and they are low flying at the moment, that is for sure. And, well, Willow, he's not online. He's online, Big Willow, and he will definitely be having a stubby as we speak. He's probably having a long neck, to be honest. He doesn't drink stubbies. They're like little thimbles to Big Willow. So he'll be certainly enjoying the festivities. He's probably got a crayfish sitting beside him too, if I know Big Willow. So he's going to jump online too and pick out a day. Chris Steele's jumped in too on the 25th of March, I can see up there as well. And there's still a few to make some decisions. So there's still plenty of great race meetings to be had, that is for sure. And if you're still in the draw, you've got a great chance to get to that top four, Larissa, which would be awesome.
Yep.
Right, go again,
One
mate.
more.
Go again.
McLaren Hunt Financial Group.
McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Now, that is you.
No, that's not me. I'm
Opposition.
Sinclair Wilson, just to give a plug.
Opposition.
Close.
I love it. I just see the laugh out the back. There you go. Beautiful. And McLaren Hunt, they are a fantastic organisation, been a great supporter. They love the racing game. To the crew down there, that is for sure. The dealer principals, they absolutely get behind the horse racing caper. So for all your financial planning or your financial needs, your accounting, all that kind of stuff, make sure you get and see the team. It's McLaren Hunt Financial Group. And they are online, Ange Finch and the crew. So they are going to be having a look now. And I'd say they've got a few knockoff drinks, possibly, for the crew down there at McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Go again, mate.
Again.
Go again.
Star Printing.
Star Printing, Matty Henderson and the crew. Isn't this a wonderful organisation? They put together, footy records, race books, you name it, they do it. They are absolutely magnificent. They can do anything from start to finish. And Matty Henderson loves supporting things like this. He's big in the community, that is for sure. And this is no exception. So the guys are going to start printing into, I believe it's next Thursday as well. So next Thursday must be nearly chock-a-block. Unless you're going to have 12 races, Tommy O'Connor, next week, if you can pull a Swifty that way, mate, to get all the sponsors in. Right, Larissa, let's go one more.
Sure. Crease, glass and glazing.
Scuttler Crease, not on board. That surprised me, but he's obviously pretty busy at the moment, of course, for all your glass and glazing needs. Scuttler's been coming to the May Racing Carnival, I reckon, for 40 years. He is an absolute icon and loves his horse racing, and he'd no doubt have a tip for us if he was here for tomorrow. But, yeah, good on you, Scuts. You have got the choice of a meeting which the girls have slotted you in for Thursday, the 28th of October. So beautifully done. Hey, Larissa.
Yes.
Good on you, mate. Great
No
to talk
worries.
to you. All
You
right.
too.
You go back over there and just see if you can just nestle up to Johnny Hudson and just ease him out of that food hamper over there. Hutto, up you come, mate. Come and have a chat to me, mate. I reckon he's put on 5 kilos since he sat over there, the big fella, because he's... No, I'm only joking. He's looking magnificent. And he hasn't really been eating all the food. I've just been hanging it on him. But Hutto, mate, it's been a disappointing kind of couple of years because you're a bloke that you love the social side of the races. It's a big part of your life, isn't it?
Very much so, Matty. Like we like to get down to Melbourne, organise a couple of functions, which we thoroughly enjoy. But unfortunately, we had to cancel Derby Eve this year again. So that's the second year. And to our friends at the Emerald, we send our greetings. But they look after us really well, as you know.
Yeah, it's been tough, mate, hasn't it? It's and you love getting overseas. You
Yes,
Penang
yeah,
and
with
races
Ben, and
overseas,
we,
Singapore and that, haven't you?
We take our tours across to England and France and wherever Ireland. So we've had a good journey, I should say.
Now, how many years on the committee for yourself?
22.
Mate? 22. Unbelievable.
Yes, so
Are you waiting for the little tap on the shoulder too, like Lynchy?
No, follow Lynchy. Lynchy's told me it's time to go.
And what's your highlight?
Well, I'd have to agree with Peter. Yeah, in 2009, and there was a lot of pressure on the club.
Yeah.
And just the way everybody rallied, we took the bus down to Melbourne, and it's just a really thing that's never left my mind. And we see the success of Margaret and the committee people, getting where it is today. So, no, that was my highlight.
Awesome. And I'm going to let you delve into the big Wimbledon trophy. The Alec Calvert, wasn't he a superstar, Hutto? A wonderful man.
What a great man.
A wonderful man. What do we got, buddy?
Warrnambool Tyre Plus.
Warrnambool Tyre Plus, Big Bad, Stewie Bishop and the crew, Dinger Bell, and they are not online, which surprised me, but they are under the pump at the moment. Got a couple of Snapchats off Dinger earlier, actually. He's a man in demand at the moment.
Probably spending all their money from last week.
Well, yeah, and of course, Stewie, heavily involved in the chair stable. He loves the racing caper. So Stewie will definitely be here Thursday, the 28th of October for the big fella. So he'll be here for sure, and he'll bring the staff along. What do we got next, Hutto?
Warrnambool Locksmiths.
Warrnambool Locksmiths. I was out there yesterday seeing Big Jingle Jangles. And he has got a magnificent new premises too. It's in the old Clinton Bolsh building on the highway just next to Warrnambool Toyota. It is magnificent. It's taken them to the next level. And Big Jungle, I'm pretty sure he's online having a few knockoff drinks with the boys. So he'll jump on and jump into a race meeting. And he always likes getting along. He's got a nice little horse coming through with the Peter Snowden camp at the moment too. So one to watch. Hutto?
Southwest Communications.
Southwest Communications is the next ones, and the girls have got that over there, so they are going to do that as we speak. So Southwest Communications for all your communication needs, your phones, all that kind of stuff. They do it all. They can install, supply, you name it, they do it. So make sure you go and get along and get involved with the team at Southwest Communications. Go again, Hutto.
Feel like Princess Panda. Fink,
yes, Fink, of course, in Liebig Street. Wonderful store. And Tracy, Tony and the crew. And Tracy's actually online. So Trace, she loves getting to the races. Beautiful store in Liebig Street too. It's got a bit of everything in it. If you're looking for that little gift for someone special, then Fink and Tracy and the team, certainly the people to go and have a look at, that is for sure. So Trace should be definitely having a glass of champagne as we speak. And Big Noons will be there too, I reckon, having a beer. Go again, Hutto.
Acme Rural Supplies.
Acme Rural Supplies. So Johnny Lynch and the crew not here tonight. So Acme Rural Supplies. The girls are going to slot those guys in somewhere. So for all your farming needs, of course, out at Allansford, just at the Cobden turnoff, just before you go around the corner there, you won't miss them. A magnificent setup there, and certainly one that certainly caters to a lot of people. That is for sure. Let's go again, Hutto. You're on a roll. On an absolute roll.
Nevcon Structural Steel.
Nevcon, big
Nevcon,
tanky
sorry.
Neville, the big fella. One of the best ruckman Russell's Creek's ever seen. 2 big tank. And the cheapest ruckman we ever got to. $80 a week, big tank cost us. And he won 3 flags and played 185 games without missing. He is an absolute legend. They don't call him Tank for nothing. And I tell you what, Hutto, you wouldn't want to run into Tank on a dark night because he makes me look biafran, I can assure you. He makes me look very, very small.
Or you might have.
Hey, Hutto, go
Thanks,
back
Matty.
over there,
Thank you.
mate. Good
Cheers.
on you. Great to talk to you as always. We're going to get Katie McLaren Ryan up here now, of course. And Kate's the partner of Simon Ryan, isn't he? Training some winners at the moment, building a really nice little stable. Kate, how are you, mate?
Very well, thanks, Matt. How are you?
Fantastic. Now,
Good.
you've been on the committee for a few years now.
Yeah, I've just clocked up 3 years.
And how have you enjoyed it?
I've loved it, Matt. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been a great time. So, as Larissa said, the last couple of years without crowds and, or somewhat having crowds.
Yeah.
But to have a Matilda room like this and, what the guys have done from an infrastructure perspective over that time, it's been a really exciting time. To be
Yeah,
on.
and
Yeah,
it's
wonderful.
good. It's good too that there's some really strong girls coming through. If you know what I
Yes.
mean. Like it's the
Yeah.
way of the future, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. We certainly even up the numbers. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, it's good. And were you a little bit daunted, walking into a Warrnambool Racing Club committee, because
Yes, I
there's
was,
some
but
really
I was
power
very-
brokers on this.
There
at least,
is,
to be
there
honest.
is. I was very fortunate. We were talking before with Peter and Hutto and some of the guys that have been on here for a very long time. They were very supportive and they were very helpful in those first 12 months at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so a
What
lot
a-
of support.
What about you? What's the future? What do you want to see here at the Warrnambool Racing Club in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh well, jumps racing.
Yep.
And the home of jumps racing, that's certainly my passion, and obviously with Simon as well. So, I think we got a real opportunity to establish ourselves as the home of that, and start to expand a little bit more on the Jericho Cup, and and keep May thriving as it does. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what's Simon got in over the weekend? Surely he's got something.
Well, no, not much this weekend, Matty.
Wow.
No.
we haven't timed that well.
That was a
have
bit
we?
awkward, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I have on tomorrow. I thought surely he'd have something. And what about the stable star then, Ashford Street? In the paddock now? Or?
Yeah, having a little bit of a
Yeah.
rest now, Matty. Yeah, so as I said, it starts to quieten down a little bit. As I said, Simon's right into his jumps racing, so they have a bit of a spell at this time of year. Yeah,
He
so-
probably needs a bit of a spell himself, the big fella.
Yes, he's been in a good paddock, Matty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't
I'm
say
allowed
that,
to say
Simon.
that. I'm
I
allowed
did
to
not
say
say
that.
that. Okay, that
Hopefully
didn't
he's
come out
not
of my
watching
mouth.
right now. We'll have
Nah.
to catch up before
Next
he
time I
sees
see
it.
him, mate, he's going to kick me in the shins. He's going to say, you prompted her with that. Right, let's
Well,
delve in,
let's
Kate.
get into it
Love
before
it,
I
mate.
get myself in any more trouble. Matty. Let's get this one done.
I definitely didn't say that, Sauce. Tell you what, he's training well too. He's got a great little
I'm
team.
allowed to say that. Oh, great. Fantastic one to pull out. GM Cabinets.
GM Cabinets, of course, Goosey Gleeson. And GM Cabinets, are we online? Yes, they are online, GM Cabinets. So, Big Goose, for all your cabinetry needs, these guys will be under siege at the moment as well. Do a magnificent job. Don't worry about that. So, for all your modern kind of looks in your homes, they do it all. They're out there just next to Clinton Bolsh on the highway, next to the big homemaker centre. You won't miss them, and they've got a wonderful business. So well done, Goose. And he's had a bit of success with the horses too, with Innkeeper winning the Wangoom, and they just seem to be blessed, those blokes. So congratulations. So they're going to slot into a race day there, which is Monday the 14th of March for Goose and the crew. So they've got a bit of time to get themselves geared up, which I'm sure they will. Go again, Kate.
We've got Breakwater Insurance.
Breakwater Insurance, which is Jeff Dennis, of course, and the crew down there. And they've been a great sponsor of the Racing Club for a long period of time. So for all your insurance needs, make sure you get in and support Jeff Dennis and the crew. Wonderful job at Breakwater Insurance. So they're not here tonight. They're not online. So the girls are going to slot them in. And they've slotted in Friday, the 5th of November. So that's the day after Oaks Day. So always a good little day, and everyone's in the festivity or the mood of the week, that is for sure. Go again, Katie.
Go again, Matty. Rightio. Here we go.
Go
We've got
again.
Bowman Financial Services.
Bowman Financial Services. Johnny Bowman, of course. We don't know whether he's online or whether he's not, but of course, father of the great Daniel Bowman. Loves the caper, loves the Warrnambool Racing Club. And I actually reckon Bowie's got a great chance in race 3 tomorrow, Ocean Beyond. There's a short price favourite, Lombardo, in there, but gee whiz, Ocean Beyond at $9. Beautiful draw, and this horse just never got a crack at him. So be great to see Bowie get the job done tomorrow with Ocean Beyond. Let's go again, mate.
Again. Oh, here we go. Coastal Wholesalers.
Oh, Coastal
Okay.
Wholesales, Brant and Larissa Wolfer.
Larissa.
Now, Larissa, she's just pulled the phone out. She's actually going to ring Brant up and say, listen, which he won't be online, she's telling us. He'll be still at work, that's why. He's got the kids probably, I'm tipping, Larissa. If he's sitting in the KFC drive-thru getting them tea, that's what I'd be doing anyway. But a great little business, this. They do everything for your cleaning needs, you know, your boxing, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, fantastic. And I'm just wondering whether Larissa's going to go the same day as her brother Matty Williams, or she's going to go a different day.
Well, that'd be a big
So-
day out, Matty, wouldn't
Well, wouldn't it?
Hey?
They might get bang for their buck if they go separate days, because she might get 2 race meetings out of it if she's clever. Go again, mate. Go again.
Rightio.
Delve into there.
We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Rafferty's Tavern.
Oh, Rafferty's
Hey.
Tavern, Big Moose.
Part of the history, hey?
Moosey McElroy. Yeah, it is part of your history, of course. Your father built Rafferty's Tavern, I reckon, back in the
Matty, he did,
heyday.
yeah.
And Big Mark McElroy, great fella, Big Moose. They get in, they support a lot of things around town too. And he's got that joint pumping. And I know they got the Tyson Fury fight on Sunday as well, which is going to be massive. So if you want to get out there for that, they got the outdoor areas, they got some indoor zones as well. So make sure you pre-book. And the feeds out there are sensational as well. Go again, mate.
Rightio.
You don't want to get into a shout with Big Moose either.
J&P Advanced Plastering.
Oh, Jane P. Advanced Plastering, the boys, of course. Big Paulie McDowell, who I reckon might have a share in Ocean Beyond from the Bowman Yard. He's got a few horses. The big Macca, he's a great man, Big Macca, and I know he'll be devouring that magnificent feed from the crew at Phoenix Cafe. You won't be getting much of a look in there, and he'll be definitely having a couple of beers. The boys knock off work, of course, for the guys at JP Advanced Plastering, that is for sure, and they'll be hooking into it. And good on you, boys. And we're going to wait for them to slot in. They'll pick a race day. They'll have a race day probably already penned out, I reckon, because they love getting along. They love the caper, that is for sure. Go again, Katie.
Go again. We've got Fresher Fruit Juices, Matty.
Fresher Fruit Juice, Brian Stevens and the crew, another organisation that support just about everything in town. They are absolutely magnificent. You know, just they got sensational juices. They do it all. They love being involved and have been for a long, long period of time. And yeah, they got all the different flavours nowadays. It is absolutely spot on, their juice too. Goes all around the globe, does Fresher Fruit Juice, and it comes right out of here at Warrnambool. And, well, the crew at Fresher, we're pretty sure, are they online? They're online. That's fantastic. So they've just taken Thursday, the 9th of December. So I'm tipping that is going to be a Christmas party for Shane Bartlett and Brian Stevens of the crew. And you'd want to make sure you got a few more bar staff on that day because they like to party. Go again, mate.
Rightio.
Go again.
We have Western District Agriculture.
Western District Ag have been pulled out. That is Jason Tawney and the crew. Unfortunately not online tonight because they would be under siege at the moment. Farmers are flying, which is just wonderful for our region. When they fly, everyone flies. So make sure you support Western District Ag for all your farming supplies needs. Hey, Kate, thank you very much for coming
Thanks,
up
Matt,
here,
for
mate.
having me.
Doing a wonderful job on the committee of the Warrnambool Racing Club, you and Larissa.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, it's just sensational. Let's go along the table now. Stevie Waterhouse trying to hide behind the mask, but it's not going to happen, Stevie. Over you come, mate. Wander over here and come and have a yak and come and make a few more little draws for us. How you going, Stevie?
Thanks, Stewie. Going well, thank you.
Mate, listen, you've been on here for a fair period of time. You've seen a little bit of change over the journey. You still enjoying the ride, mate?
Yeah, loving it. Yep, no, it's great. I think I've been involved for about 20 years at the club. But
That's
I'm
unreal.
on the committee for a bit over a dozen.
Fantastic, mate.
Yeah,
And still got the
that's great.
same passion as you had when you first got involved. You love the racing caper.
Love the racing caper, love the people involved, Love the sponsors, so thank you very much to the sponsors.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You can't have clubs without the magnificent support of sponsors, that is for sure. Now, your other arm, mate, too, is Wine and Water. How's the last kind of 18 months been at Wine and Water, mate? Andy Jeffers and the crew out there.
Yeah, you've got a couple of hats. Wine and Water's one of them. No, we're going pretty well. Team has coped extraordinarily well, especially the outdoor crew. They've continued on. You can still flush your toilets and turn the tap on, and no one's noticed any difference. So they've done an awesome job.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, people probably just don't realise what goes on, do they, behind the scenes? That is for sure. It's like a lot of things. People probably don't realise what goes on behind the scenes here at the Warrnambool Racing Club.
Spot on. Exactly right.
Yeah. Awesome, mate. Well, listen, delve in.
Get into
that
it.
Magnificent trophy. And let's keep pulling these sponsors out. Hopefully you're still alive playing at home. Who we got, mate?
We've got Southwest Equine Veterinary.
Southwest Equine Veterinary, of course, Nicole Anderson and the crew. So good on you, Nick. And, well, that is it's an expanding business, isn't it? They're just up here on the hill now, and it's really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Apparently looking to do a little bit more. So that's awesome for the district, and especially for the trainers around.
Yeah, and just on that, Tommy Dabernig, of course, lobbed into town here at the Bull, another fantastic big-name trainer. They want him to come here to Warrnambool, aren't they? It's exciting.
They are. And Tom's a great get, and he'll really complement the current trainers that are around. And, you know, turning that area down to the right from where we're standing, but that horse precinct, really turning that into a huge training precinct.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, that is for sure. I saw Tommy down the beach yesterday morning, and he's loving life. Kids are settling in now, and the wife and all that, which is just fantastic. Go again, mate. Delve into there. We've still got a few to get through.
Dwyer Legal.
Dwyer Legal. Now, they are online. Peter Lumsden, of course, father of the great Daniel Lumsden. Isn't Lumpy, of course, our track manager out here. He is a talent. He is magnificent. He's had this track absolutely humming the last couple of years. You know, gets a lot of track work here, doesn't it? It gets a lot of traffic, but the track's raced magnificently well, hasn't it?
Yep, sure has. And yeah, Lumpy leads that crew really well. Going through a bit of a tough time, the Lumsden family, so I thought going out to them for the minute.
Absolutely, yeah.
All the best to them.
Yeah, spot on, mate. He's a great man, Lumpy, that is for sure. And Pete will be no doubt picking out a pretty special race day, I reckon, because he likes a social outing. Who we got, mate?
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Next one, we've got Bowman Financial Services.
Bowman Financial Services. So they've got a couple of sponsorships, which is absolutely sensational. So that's how much Johnny Bowman and the crew love the Warrnambool Racing Club and love being involved. So they're going to get 2 days, 2 cracks at it. So look out for all your financial needs. Make sure you go and support Johnny Bowman and the crew. That is for sure. Go again, Stevie. Starting to fill up, mate. We're starting to fill up, and if you're still in, you're still a chance in that top 4, which I think is fantastic. And Rick McIntosh, as always, he does a magnificent call. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, looking forward to Rick's call. Next one, North Point Liquor, Bottle-O.
North Point Liquor and Bottle-O, of course, Julie Dwyer and the crew down there. And that is a very, very busy drive-through. And I reckon in COVID, Julie, your figures have probably tripled because that's all we can do this past 18 months is just booze on, effectively. There's not much else we can do, and hopefully you're doing it again tonight because it's just sadly, it's just what we've become, isn't it, Snake? It's just the boozy society. There's a few here having a few frosts tonight, which is what it's all about, isn't it?
There are a couple there in the background doing it nice and socially, but very responsibly.
Yeah, of course, and social distancing as well. What have we got next, mate?
Southwest Roofing.
Southwest Roofing, Leo and Jared Dinehaven and the crew under the pump at the moment. Great little business. They started from scratch. Magnificent business too. They do all roofing, gutters, you name it, they do it. The Stratco, they are absolutely sensational. They've got the new setup too and the industrial estate there on Horn Road. So good on Jared and Leo. They love the racing caper, always have, always will. They love getting involved in horses. So they'll want to come along to a race day, mate.
Every time.
So will this bloke.
Subway Warrnambool.
Anton Lucas and the crew, of course. Magnificent Subway, isn't it? It's just fresh, just sensational. And got the 2 stores, of course, East Warrnambool and Central. They're always busy, aren't they, Stevie? What's your go-to at Subway, mate?
Always busy.
What's your go-to?
Oh, I don't have a go-to, but it's always 6-inch. Can't do the whole lot.
Gee whiz, I'm a foot long myself.
I know.
But foot-long spicy pepperoni toasted with jalapenos, Southwest sauce, bit of lettuce, Anton, if you're listening. We might get one tonight, big fella. Who are we going next?
Two of those would be fine. Next one, Eyes, Warrnambool Mazda.
Izzy Kelson, of course, on the racing show, does a magnificent job, Eyes, loves the caper. And, well, Clinton Bolsh, of course, who owns the Mazda dealership nowadays. He's certainly expanding. Subaru, Mazda, you name it, Sanyong they got out there as well. It's, just an ever-growing, magnificent setup, that is for sure. And Eyes and the crew, and I'm not too sure whether they're on board. Yeah, they're on board, Shani and the crew out there. So they'll be having some knock-off drinks and knock-off pizza, I'm tipping, tonight. So they like that on a Friday night. Go again, Snake.
Does a great job, Eyes. Brother Fox.
Brother Fox, Braddy Everell, and the crew down there, of course, out at Deakin University now. Brad and Jodes, sensational effort. And if you haven't been at the Deakin Uni and seen that facility, the Matilda Room's unreal. That's pretty good too out there, just saying. I'm not trying to turn anyone away, but it is absolutely sensational out there, and their catering capabilities is sensational as well. They love the racing caper. So Brad and Jodes, good on you, mate. And they'll love coming along. They're not online tonight, but they'll love coming along and having a day out at the races. Go again, mate. We're getting down.
Ooh, last one, I reckon.
Well, is this the last one? Really?
There's no more in the nowhere in the cup.
That is unbelievable. There you go. That is unbelievable. So this is the last one. So if you're still in, okay, you are down to the top 5. You are down to the top 5 if you are still in at the moment. So, wow, that is unbelievable scenes.
And a little bit behind the scenes, they're scrambling because they've got one name left, and it might be this one.
Now I'm trying to act really cool here, Snake, and you've just blown me out of the water. But there might be one more possibly in the draw. So let me just have a look. Yes, there's one more in there. So actually, hang on. I'm just being told. I'm just having a look here. I don't want to muck this up because this is so important. So yeah, righto. You read out who you've got, mate. The top 4.
We're all under control. It was never in doubt. Crytek Plumbing.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. You had me worried for about 30 seconds there, to be honest. That is Barry Warburton and the crew at Crytek Plumbing. So Bazza, and I know these guys have been absolutely under siege the last couple of years. What a great organisation Crichton Plumbing has been. It's been an institution for a long, long time, hasn't it?
Sure has, and with one of my other hats, Matty, Southwest TAFE Chair, Crytek Plumbing.
I forgot about that, yes.
Crytek Plumbing, awesome supporters of Southwest TAFE and especially of apprentices in the district.
It's big, isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
It's huge.
And just before you go, mate, I just have to say, like Southwest TAFE as an organisation, how good are they going? Big Fidji and the crew, he's a superstar, isn't he?
Yep, no, we're flying. Yep, flying, doing it a bit tough with COVID, students and teachers. Teachers do an awesome job to get students onto online platforms, and especially when you're talking hands-on stuff. Yeah, that's a little bit difficult to do.
Yeah, we had the Trades Awards last night, of course, which was an online event, and I know it was a big success as well. So, yeah, Southwest TAFE and Stevie Waterhouse, I'm going to bid you farewell now, mate. Good to talk to you as always.
You too. Thank you, Stewie.
I can't believe we got through them that quick, but that is unbelievable. And listen, where's Nicky Rule? Nicky, over you come. Come back over here, mate, because we are down to the final 4. And the final 4, so I have it. I'm just going to try and I have it at Recon Building Materials, Harrington Design and Construction, Western District Electrical Services, and Conquest Pools. Okay, and well, Beaver Davies, who's actually doing a little bit of work here at the Warrnambool Racing Club. So Beaver's actually having a little froth over the back. And when I say a little, he's on his 6th. He's absolutely smashing them because it was obviously free piss here tonight, so that was fantastic. Clayton Harrington and the crew at, of course, Harrington Design and Construction. Clayton, he loves the horse racing caper. Matty Canady and the crew at Conquest Pools, and I know they are definitely really busy. A lot of people putting in pools at the moment, and it's only a new kind of arm of Conquest Pools business. And Recon Building Materials. They're the final 4. How exciting.
It's very exciting, very exciting.
Now, Nick, the exciting thing about this too is that the final four, so the minimum kind of value you're getting out of this, even if you come fourth, is $4,000. Third prize is $4,500 of value. Second prize is $5,000. And they're all races on the Lafferty Thackeray Jumps Day, which is a massive day and getting bigger, isn't it? Just going to move that so we can see your pretty face. Just move over here a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the other significant thing is, so many of our sponsors are part of the club, doing, works and so on. So, it's fantastic.
And, of course, the first prize is an $8,000 prize, of course, which is naming rights on a feature day of the May Racing Carnival. The exposure that you get there on a day like that, Nick, is just unbelievable, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's 30,000 people on course and everybody in Warrnambool there. So, yeah, fantastic.
And everyone watching around the nation, all eyes are on the bull, that is for sure. Now, listen, Rick McIntosh has, of course, he loves the bull. He's the voice of the bull. The bull is the home of jumps racing. And Rick, well, we're going to cross to him now. He's put this call together. And this is where our top four, which I'm going to reel off again, Recon Building Materials, Harrington Design and Construction, Conquest Pools and Western District Electrical Services. Let's go to Rick now for his call and see who takes it out for the big Galleywood Club.
So a huge welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Galleywood sponsors Group 1 Handicap. 1400 here at Warrnambool. Field of four are moving in. Western District Electrical Services have gone up. Harrington Design and Constructions are ready. Recon Building Materials have gone into the gates, and Conquest Pools make up the line of four for the feature race. 1400 here at Warrnambool. It's one of the most magnificent starts in the country. They get a magnificent run to the turn here. Just the four of them, so they'll all have their spots. And they're ready to go now. On their way. Conquest Pools, one of the first out. Matt Kennedy jumps him out fast and goes looking towards to take up the front runner's role. Recon Building Materials away safely. Harrington Design and Constructions as well. Western District Electrical Services a little bit slowly into stride. That's not like normal apparently, but they've settled at the back of the field. So as they travel on the back, and Conquest Pools going along swimmingly out in the lead. Led out by a couple of lengths on Recon Building Supplies running second. A length and a half to Harrington Design and Constructions, and Western District Electrical Services have brought up the rear of the field. They're coming off the back straight, and it's still the Conquest Pools out in front. Every pool a winner or post a winner, whatever. They lead by 2 lengths. Recon Building Materials running second. He'll be trying to get some of our orientate going here, will Mark. Next in the race then was Harrington Design and Constructions, and Western District Electrical Services about to pull to the outside. Conquest Pools struggling a little bit up to the turn. Going to the lead, up to join him, the Recon Building Materials. Harrington Design and Constructions is down the outside, and the widest one will be Western District Electrical Services. They're into the running. Conquest Pools not finding much today. Recon Building Materials had gone to him. Harrington Design and Constructions are battling on pretty well, but Western District Electrical Services, Beaver Davies has pulled the whip on the outside, and they're starting to come on very strongly. Western District Electrical Services burst to the front. Oh, Beaver, he's done it a treat here. They're racing clear to win. Recon Building Materials, well, he was trying to go like Orient Tape that day here at the Bull and in the Coleraine Cup, but it wasn't to be. He's the bridesmaid. Harrington Design and Construction struggling away into third placing. He should have stuck to Footy Clayton. He went better at that apparently and won awards at the Building Caper. He wants to give the race caper away. And Conquest Pools have finished at the back of the field. Go and get in the sea or the pool. No, just kidding. They weren't competitive with their rivals today, but if you tell your friends to turn up next week and mention the sponsors call, I'm sure they'll sharpen the pencil. So the Western District Electrical Services have won it. Little Beaver Davies. Some people might say he had an unfair advantage. He'd beat a jock in another life. And he pulled the stick from the back. And away went Western District Electrical Service to win the Galleywood Sponsors Group 1 Handicap here at the Bull. Recon Building Materials finished second. Harrington Design and Construction's in third. And Conquest Pools have brought up the rear. Hope you're having a great evening. Wish I was there in person, but unfortunately these times don't allow. Rick McIntosh congratulating first, second, third and fourth. Have a good afternoon.
Oh, beautifully done, Rick, as always. And tell you what, I hope we got some camera footage of Beaver Davies just riding that horse home over the last kind of 100 metres. He was pumped up and about, and fantastic, because Beaver's been a great supporter of the Warrnambool Racing Club. And as you said, Nick, all those top four have all kind of done works around the racing club, which is sensational, isn't it?
100%. It's fantastic. I reckon you give Greg Hall a lesson on how to use the whip. He was going that well out the back there.
Got a feeling he might get hauled into the stewards, to be honest, for overuse of the whip. For Beaver, poor old Vicky at home, I just don't know about that, Beaves, but he's gone pretty hard. Beaves, come up, mate. Come and say g'day. Hey, Nick, fantastic. And just a big thank you once again to the magnificent sponsors of the Warrnambool Racing Club, because you don't have a sensational club like this without great sponsorship.
No, we have depth in our sponsorship, and every one of them is greatly appreciated. And we really thank everybody, and hope you've had a great evening. And well done to Wayne.
And he's just making his way over here. Good on you, Nick.
Oh, good.
And Beaver straight off the tools, to be honest.
Thanks,
and
yeah.
when you talk about short shorts and tradies, Beaver's rocking them. I can assure you, they are the Warwick Cappers, mate.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of an issue. There's nothing popping out the bottom, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Hey,
yeah.
Mate, you love the racing caper. You're passionate about it. This is something special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, no, it's great. We got a few phone calls today regarding my lack of computer skills to log in. So we smelled a bit of a rat and got Rishi and Chook up the back, which is great. A few Carlton drafts, and yeah, that's awesome. Thanks to everyone involved. Yeah,
it is, mate. And
yeah.
tell us a little bit about the business, mate.
Yes, we do a lot of solar panels. So today we were on the Ace Radio. We've been there for the last 2 days working for Keppel Prince. Keppel Prince are a massive supporter of our business. Novara Homes, and our client base is pretty small these days, but the amount of work Skipper's doing and Keppel Prince are doing, it's
amazing, isn't it?
That's great. And probably 18 months ago we finished the Matilda Room up here, so that was a great job for us to do, and it come up pretty well. We've had no negative reports from it. So,
all the electrical, the lights are still on, mate.
They are, and we checked that before we come up. Yeah, so nothing's flicking or... That's all good.
And now listen, what are you going to do? Because I'm pretty sure it's the Wednesday of the May Racing Carnival, so you got to just straight away put a line through that day. And who's going to come along, mate? Who's going to be the lucky people?
Well, usually I put a line through Thursday because I can't get out of bed.
I'm like that too.
Yeah, so no, it's awesome. It's just so good for the boys, and our boys at work just do a super job. And you know, if we can have a great day and provide that for them. Fantastic.
Fantastic, mate. I'm going to let you thank whoever you want to thank, Beeps.
Yeah, well, thanks again for the racing club, the committee, everyone involved. Obviously, everyone knows my connection with the racing club, and it's just great to support it through these, especially these harder times. Like if you can support something, you know, do it. And we're supporting the racing club, and luckily last May they got the races. I'm not sure of the time frames with COVID, in and out of COVID, but it was super for the committee and the racing club to have that day. 3 days. So yeah, hopefully next year we'll be good to go with 3 days, and the Wednesday is going to be pretty big.
Oh,
yeah.
And you're definitely having Wednesday, Thursday off, mate. So
Lenny Watts better look out. Yeah.
Nobody book anything for Beaver that week of the May Racing Carnival. I think just put a line straight through that week, mate. And pin the ears back and just enjoy it. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Hey, Bees, well done, mate. Congratulations. Sensational. And seriously, I reckon if Dean Yindle happens to stub his toe or something next Thursday, they might call on you, mate, because you rode that last kind of 100 metres out pretty well.
Yeah, it was a high weight race. 90 kilos and over, which means that you are not able to ride in it, Matty. So, congrats to you. You're looking fantastic, big fella.
Good on you, Bees.
Small fella.
I like it. Hey, well done, mate. Good stuff. Congratulations.
Thanks
awesome
again.
Stuff.
Yep.
Good on you. Well
Okay.
done.
Cheers.
Fantastic. So Wayne Davies, Western District Electrical Services, $8,000 worth of value. That is absolutely magnificent. Second prize goes to Recon Building Materials. Okay, so that is sensational. That's valued at $5,000 as well, which is just unreal. Third prize, Clayton Harrington and the crew at Harrington Design and Construction. So good on you, Haz. And that's valued at $4,500. And of course, fourth prize, Matty Canady. He's going to be shattered. He would have been listening to that call too. And the team at Conquest Pools finish very, very close there. They let them up, but just punch it late. And they still be pretty happy because it's over $4,000 in value. Now, listen, before we go, Johnny Kruger was one of the committee I missed. So, Johnny, up you come and have a quick chat to me, mate. I felt terrible. I just couldn't see you behind the whiteboard over there, mate. But Johnny's been on the committee for the last 4 or 5 years. And he just grabs a microphone. Of course, used to run Southwest Healthcare too, Johnny, back in the day. How are you, mate?
I'm going exceptionally well, mate. Yeah, going real well.
I was just going to say, I bet you're kind of glad you're not running Southwest Healthcare at the moment during a pandemic, mate, because it must be so hectic up there. And I know Craig Fraser and the crew are doing a wonderful job, but gee whiz, it's tough times, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. I bless myself every day to think that I'm not there anymore, putting up with all of that, but they are doing a magnificent job keeping our community safe.
Now, listen, what about your interest, mate, in the horse racing caper? Has it always been a passion, Johnny?
Yeah, a cousin of mine was a horse trainer in Cranbourne, and that's what started my interest as a young kid, actually. And I love racing. I love a day at the races, and I love a punt, love backing a winner.
Love it. We all love backing a winner, that is for sure. And what about the future, mate, of the Warrnambool Racing Club? It's been a difficult kind of couple of years with COVID and stuff. What do you see on the horizon for the Bull?
Yeah, well, I suppose that the facility that we're in, the Matilda Room, that's the one that's hasn't really stretched itself to maximise its capacity and its potential. And look, it's a magnificent facility, and we wanted to open it up to the entire community and get people to have weddings here, to have conferences here, and not only just to entertain the race day public, but to really get that corporate scene as well.
Awesome stuff, mate. Well, listen, you get back over there, and I think someone's finally pried Johnny Hudson off the food hamper from Phoenix Cafe, and I think he's on a couple of bottles of red now, so this is dangerous. So good on you, Johnny. Great stuff, mate, and we appreciate you being here tonight, that is for sure. And listen, we must say a big thank you to Fitz Media and the crew. Of course, Pete and Harrison, that is absolutely sensational. So well done to the crew at Fitz Media. They've done a magnificent job putting this on. And Ruby and Soph, of course, who have been doing all this stuff online. Big shout out to those guys, and of course they're new. And Ruby Absalom, I know her father Mick pretty well from down Camperdown. He's a great man, Mickey, and of course Soph's back in the Bull, which is fantastic. Lukey's here on board too in the sponsorship. Seems like a cracking young lad as well. There's certainly plenty of scope, and we mustn't forget Kate Lindsay, who's done a lot of work behind the scenes in putting all this together as well. And lastly, we must thank the Warrnambool Racing Club and the committee. What a fantastic organisation it is. And you as sponsors are involved in a wonderful sport. It's a wonderful organisation. It's a wonderful club down here. We are very lucky to have such a powerful club. It is one of the big players, make no mistake about it. And you should want to be involved and you should want to be sponsoring a great club like this, that is for sure, because there's plenty of value to be had in supporting and sponsoring the Warrnambool Racing Club. We hope you've enjoyed this evening. Well done to Beaver Davies. He's on can number 10.